Quinn Cantara, Pix 106. Lawrence Gowan, singer, keyboardist for Styx on the phone, Cantara.
Ball of energy. How are you, sir?
Yeah, totally.
I'm very well. How are you, sir?
I read a great review where they talked about you playing on one of the shows, incorporating 7 of the newer stuff in with all the all the hits and how they fit seamlessly. I mean, you guys still bring it to a level that I think shocks people at times.
You know, you're never going to go to a Styx show and not hear Renegade and Come Sail Away and Grand Illusion and Blue Collar Man. But what we've done with the newer material is we've taken short bits of them and interwoven them, almost like bookended them with the classic material to the point where people don't necessarily know that it's something new that we're playing because it's sonically it seems to fit in with those classic albums, and that's been working for us for the last couple of years, and it really does kind of help to help people to understand that the legacy of the band is continuing on, in the modern day.
100% that you nailed it. They've merged together, even though
seamlessly.
They're decades apart.
Hey, you raising hell after the shows? Is all the hell get raised on the stage these days?
That's very funny. The hell gets raised on the stage, quite honestly.
It sure does.
That's all the hell that we can stand in one day at this point. It's funny because during the shows, we all feel like we're 15 or 16 years old, because the energy comes up, all of the adrenaline's there, the audience are giving you some phenomenal inspiration and feedback, and we all feel that way. It's only the next morning that we realize, I got a day to recover from what just happened on stage last night. But we do a good job of that. I think I highly recommend the adrenaline and the mere fact of playing rock music. Just it energizes you and gives you a youthful enough feeling that you can defy reality. For a while.
You command that stage, sir. No question about that.
Styx coming to the Palace tomorrow night. There's a few tickets available. We're talking to longtime keyboardist, vocalist, Lawrence Gowan. So you actually, I didn't realize this till we were getting ready for the interview, you opened for Styx before they called and said, hey, will you come join the band? Did they have an eye on you years before they called you?
It was 27 years ago. We did 2 shows together where I opened for them just solo on piano in 1997. And 2 years after that, when they called, I had assumed they were calling to say, hey, can you come and open some more shows for us? But instead they asked me to join the band. So this is my 25th year of being in Styx. But that is how we first came together. And they took note of me, my stuff, because I had enough hits in across Canada that they were aware of them. It was in Montreal that we did our first show together. And I guess when they needed a piano player singer, my name kind of came up, and they when they called, they said, "Would you mind joining us?" And I didn't mind at all.
Are you?
Yep.
Are you a classically trained pianist?
Yeah, I actually have you're asking that. Yeah, I actually have a kind of a degree in classical piano performance that I got from the Royal Conservatory in Toronto. That was many years ago. I was 19 at the time. But yeah, I am. I'm very, very much an aficionado of classical music and just how much it's influenced rock, particularly progressive rock.
Say, do you guys ever sing, babe? I mean, I know it's sacrilegious because Dennis wrote it for Susanna. It's like, I mean, has that ever happened?
You've said the exact reason why we don't.
Yeah.
Because when I saw their show in 1997. Dennis made it did an entire introduction to the song about how it's a song to his wife, and I just thought when I joined the band, that's one song I don't think I should really sing. I really thought that it's a personal thing, and luckily, as JY points out, there's such an embarrassment of riches when it comes to great Styx songs to play that we really haven't. Right. We haven't. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not. It's kind of the direction of the band shifted when after I joined the band, and we kind of focused more on the up tempo rock stuff more than anything else.
We went back on YouTube and watched some of your MTV Cribs from 2006. You look like a vegetarian. You a vegetarian?
I was.
Yeah,
yes,
back then.
For a long time, I was very very dedicated to it. Now I shift around. Most of the time, I guess I am.
I thought I saw him squeezing mayonnaise into his mouth. Is that vegetarian?
Duck sauce. Duck
Oh,
sauce.
duck sauce. Okay.
Well, yeah, it's a place in Canada. Yeah, it's a burger place in Canada that make veggie burgers back then, and they had this stuff called duck sauce. And just acting out for the cameras, I decided to.
Wait, so, Mr. Gowan, you're telling me that Licks is out of business?
No, I think they're still in business.
Okay, Licks. Look for Licks.
Look for Licks.
Where was that house? Were you living in California back then?
No, that's Toronto.
Oh,
That's Toronto.
it looked tropical.
Yeah, we get.
Wow.
Yeah, we get a week of summer every other year. And so it was on a good day they came by.
We dig your style, by the way. It's Lawrence Gowan from Styx playing the Palace tomorrow. I assume we'll expect, like we talked about, all the biggies. But do you still wrap it up with Renegade? Is that how you're doing it?
We always do.
Yeah.
We always. That's my favorite Styx song to play because Tommy obviously sings that song. It's his song, but I get to observe the audience at the end of the night. It's a remarkable thing. I've played nearly 3,000 shows now with Styx over the last 25 years, and we wherever we play around the world, it's amazing how different audiences are at the beginning of a show. How different people, let's say, in Sweden are compared to people in Japan, compared to America, compared to England. And it's amazing by the time when we get to play Renegade, how alike the audience is. It's wonderful to observe that a rock show is one of the most unifying forces that exists in humanity. And I love kind of observing that because I just have to play the keyboards on that tune, sing a little bit of harmony. But that's a moment that I get to kind of drink in what the audience is, what their reaction is. Yeah, and I see them all with the big smiles on their faces and arms in the air and, just loving it. And that's universal.
Well, that's what we expect tomorrow night. Styx at the Palace. It's going to be a great show. A few tickets still available. Later on down the line in the tour, you team up with Edwin McCain. That's not a pairing I would guess. How did that happen?
We try to play with a good, variety of various artists. We're doing some shows this summer with Joe Bonamassa.
Sure.
These are what seem to be unusual pairings, and it's amazing how wide the audience's appreciation is now for various genres of music. So I don't know quite how that one came together, but I love when there are surprises like that.
That's going to be, all the shows are going to be great. That one with Ed McCain, tomorrow night's show.
Yeah, no question.
We really appreciate the time. Come back anytime, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Lawrence Gowan, everybody from Styx. Go see him.
Great to speak with you guys. Looking forward to tomorrow night.
It's Quinn Cantara, Pix 106.